Hello everyone, this is Sonia from Selling Budapest. Welcome back to my channel. You can hear the bell. You asked, we listened. We are here in Pécs, right in downtown, in their main square, and beautiful architecture. Today we are going to take you along to one of the property and show you around. I don't want to really talk about the touristic things because I think there are channels out there that they are gonna show you around, like what to do in Pécs. Even though that if you know me, that you know that I have a love to leather gloves, and this one right here, this really nice one, which just recently purchased. Pécs has this history that goes back to mid-19th century of manufacturing leather gloves. So I wanted to point this out. But other than that, you can go and watch more about what to do in Pécs in other channels. We would like to focus on real estate, and based on my research and what I know so far about this little town, we are standing right now at the most expensive zip code for them, and more specifically, right, if you looking on the other side, this is the street where starts King Street, KARE utca pronounced in Hungarian, and this is where our property that we are going to show you today is at. Come on and let's take a look. I wanted to stop here for a second and just show you around this beautiful architecture that we have. So I done my research. You can still buy a very decent property that you can rent out with the 100,000 euros, about 40 million forint in downtown. And then this is what I see that everybody does. They have these investment properties and rent out to foreign students. So we are here already in Pécs. We're helping out some clients. So if this is where you would like to invest your money, then you can definitely reach out, and let's go and finally see that property. All right, so we are here in the apartment in KARE utca. I feel like we just found the most interesting place in Pécs, and you're gonna find out why shortly. So I'm gonna do the traditional walkthrough as well as talk to you about and go into like really the details, because I think this apartment and the owner deserves to show what he built here, because I'm already impressed and I'm sure that you are also going to be. So let's start it out with this very spacious living room. I feel like the apartment is filled with the elements of the modern and the traditional of Pécs, or even, you know, like it's filled with from his traveling throughout China and Japan, and they brought home pieces like this cabinet, this drawer behind me, and in somewhat, I can tell that he has an excellent taste, because everything, like the way how it put it together, is matching to the style of the apartment. So I can see that he's really into. If I cannot tell it from the from what I'm seeing it, but I see like books here, and I'm sure like those of you who are interested in architecture are familiar with the name of this master. So I can see that the owner of this apartment is really appreciating not just architecture but art as well. So Everything that we are going to see throughout this video, it comes with the apartment, so it's included in the price. He is ready to part with it, which is very, very hard for me to, by the way, to imagine. But I'm looking around and I'm like, I'm interested in a couple of things, but no, we're not gonna touch anything. And like I said, he's ready to part with all the furnitures and all the decorations that you will be seeing throughout the video. So let's start it. First of all, we are in 119 square meter. Like I said, in downtown Pécs, the most expensive zip code. We will share the price. You will be very surprised. If you've been watching my channel, you know that we are featuring very nice and high-end properties in downtown Budapest. So compare the prices. I mean, this would go for a cool $1 million if it was in the 5th district in Budapest. So for that, we are looking in something like really, really good. And so if you are someone who would like to relocate to Pécs and you're appreciating what the current owner created, then this might be something interesting for you. As well as based on my research, I don't think there is another apartment and house in Pécs that who would, compete with the level of, the level of design with this. But enough said. So let's just go in details again, because I think this place deserves to show that all the furnitures that you're seeing, starting from this shaped sofa, is a designer place. There is an inventory, so everything we can tell where it's from. I'm not gonna, go into that, but I'm really appreciating, and if you are relocating from the United States, you're probably also very much appreciating the elements of Pécs, which are, here is some painting. I'm not an expert, but I can definitely point out that this one is the old mosque turned into a church in the mid-square where we started this video. Also, that's the little painting of it, and of course, just like I mentioned, the antique pieces from throughout his travel from China, but I think what is more interesting to me, and I would like to think that all these are from the old area of Pécs, and I can see that this is very old, and hopefully I'm not wrong with it. And if I can tell, like this one, back in the days, of course, they would make the bread from scratch and then pull out the bread. So from it, I can tell this is an old one. So I'm sure that they use it for the bread. But of course, in the modern days, probably this is something that they also use for the pizza. But I think that's really, really cool up there. So like I said, that we also have the modern elements in this apartment that is very, again, tastefully. Okay, we have seen these many, many, many times in the high-end apartments, but it's just, something that I have to highlight here. So instead of, having these traditional big fan in the top and then getting all that, I think this was this very good idea to put the fan over here, so you can just press it down, it would go back, probably press it long, and then it would go back, and here you go. And then I don't think we have to mention the appliances. Of course, everything is going to be high-end in a place like this, but obviously it comes with the fridge and freezer and everything that you need. So I want to more focus on the designing part rather than the appliances, which is, obvious. to have the washer and dryer. The washer and dryer, as you know, that this is not always obvious because, like you know, we prefer still hang dry over the dryer. But in this apartment, of course, you're going to have the washer dryer. But the other thing that I like, they put an extra guest toilet here, which is, I think it's very thoughtful. And use this sliding door to separate it. We were told that if you are inside, then you can see outside, but obviously due to privacy reasons, you would not able to see inside. It has the tinted one. One thing would be even more cool if you had the remote and you could, you know, like switch it back and on and off, which we see that, but this is, you know, that would be really like over the top. Like that, we have the filtered water here. So we learned that in Pécs, the water is very hard. The water filter system for the apartments, so they don't have to deal with not just like, you know, drinking the water. That's very easy to just, you know, buy the water and bring it the mineral water home. That's one thing. But from experience, and if you are from New York City, then you know that if you're showering with hard water, then it's really, you know, get your hair and your skin itchy. And so for that reason, I think it's really, really thoughtful that they are built in the system, which we're gonna see in the main bathroom. And so, like, as we see, is the minimalistic design, again, with the antique elements. Again, you know, this is something that we like. We have seen it, but I've never seen it actually to have the outlets on the side here. Normally it's just, you know, the one that you push down and then, you know, comes up. So that's, again, this is very nice to have it. Of course, you know, the lighting system, I don't think we should highlight that because, again, that's, you know, something that is very, very thoughtfully designed throughout the apartment. Oh my goodness. And this is my, you know, short message to the owner, and we're not gonna cut this out because I am an extremely huge fan of TWG tea, and of course, you know, someone who has this excellent taste is going to drink the best tea that is available in the world. And again, that's the 1837 TWG and with the chamomile flavor. So yeah, well, very, very, very good. So now it's also approved by me. But looking up here again, we're seeing some Hungarian old pieces. I myself have this mortar, which is made of copper. You need to clean it and, you know, like it gets coated like over time. Something that you would see in all the households. I can see that there is this coffee pot there, but it seems to me like that one is Turkish. Oh, even though that we know about Pécs, that there was like this huge Turkish influence back in the days. And then we have the grinder and maybe another grinder. But again, this and then this box is just really eye candy for myself, and for you, the new lucky owner, is going to be like a good thing because again, every single piece is going to come with the apartment. So let's go and take a look at the rest of the apartment, the bathroom, the bedroom, and we have a little office here. So why don't we continue with the office. Now, you know, I'm taking a moment because I initially, you know, walked through the apartment, and then I was told that, like I said, I'm going to keep eating throughout the video. Everything is coming with the apartment, and there are some really interesting art here done by Hungarian artists from Pécs. And again, it's very tastefully selected and looks very complete on this wall. As well, you know, I want to take a moment, and probably this is what they use as a door holder during these summer days. I mean, look at the backyard here. Just take a look at like how peaceful it is, even in the December months. You get the natural light, and you can get the garden. You're sharing this garden with a couple of neighbors, but it looks very, very peaceful to me. And we're going to show you a little bit also from downstairs. The apartment comes with a garage spot, and underneath there is this garage that I don't think that we should go down there, but just that you will able to have your private spot in for the future. Let's go and take a look at the bathroom. And the only bathroom, so this apartment for 119 square meter comes with a very, very large living room, a bedroom, one bathroom, an extra toilet, and a little storage room. And so again, starting out with the rug and this bucket and the little sink, his and hers side. And what do we have here? Storage, which again, always appreciating storage. And I'm just gonna move this out of our way. Ooh, that's a heavy one. And then show you the water and the heating system, just like I mentioned. So this little beast here is the responsible for getting the filtered water every, where in the apartment. So not just the drinking, but also for the showering, and for that reason, you don't deal with the hard water. So before we exiting, again, the smart technology that you can dim the light if you, or change the color to it from cool to the more warm tone. And I'm just, pressing it so you can see like how this is changing to your preference. If you like to have the cool tone, then you can have that, or change it back to the warm, dim it the way how you like. So this one is just like a little gadget that you can play around with it. And then from here, let's go to the only bedroom. And before we showing you outside, I want you to come again. I want to highlight that we have a little bit of Pécs, and from the countryside and from the heritage of this city and from Hungary over here as well. So these are like all displayed. I believe that this is what they use to wash their clothes. If you know what exactly this is for, please comment below. But I think this is what we used to use like 200 years ago to wash our clothes. And other element of Pécs that they collected these tiles and then put it up here. I think this is so beautiful and so unique and so thoughtful to add to it. And it again perfectly matching into the vibe the apartment has. Again, the old and the modern is just, very, very, very well done. A painting that we can, find out where is it from. And the windows has this tint to it, where I was told that it's UV protected, as well as for the privacy. Of course, we have the automatic shades that it drops down, but for the privacy we have this as well, meaning that nobody can see from outside to inside, but we are, as you can see, we can look outside. So that's also very, very nice. If you don't want to drop the extra shade, then again, you still have privacy without curtains. The other thing that I want to show you, that obviously they thought about it, that put the thick 3 layers, or maybe it's even more layers of glass, so that you cannot hear the noise from inside. And if I'm opening, it's probably not going to pick it up so much because of our microphones, but I can definitely see the difference, like from outside, which is, we are still like in Pécs, so it's not like that you are in the middle of New York City as far as traffic, but as soon as I am closing it, it's just completely silent. So enough said, we have the electric fireplace here for the entertainment as well. I can see that the warm comes from here, so it's not just for the entertainment, but also, gives you that extra feel to it. And then I actually want to go back to the bathroom and talk just for 1 second that out of all the paintings, this one was highlighted again. It was painted by a famous Hungarian artist from Pécs, and this is a very unique piece, and probably out of all the art, this cost the most, and was also said that 45 was made of this, and this one is the number 12 one. So if you are into art and you appreciating, then this probably is very interesting to you. So let's go back to the living room and we'll wrap it up. So before we finishing this video, I really would like to show you the garden just one more time. I know that we had the quick peek from the window, but I think that's something that is super nice. So I want to take you down there and just very quick look around. So bear with me. So this is what I wanted to show. I think it would not make sense to finish a video without showing this little garden. And we are heading into December, the coldest months, but look at how lush this little garden still is. And so you can just imagine what a beauty it is during spring and the summertime. And I think this is a really cute, nice corner that you have when you are, coming home. At least, I like to have, my surroundings that's aesthetically pleasing and nice. And this is, definitely is giving that vibe. And like I mentioned, underneath there is a full level of a garage where you actually have your spot for the car. So I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough as much as I did. It was definitely a surprise. I definitely would like to congratulate again to the owner to invite us here and show this very unique space of his. And so thank you for watching. Of course, if you have any questions, you can always email or reach out to me through WhatsApp. And don't forget to like and subscribe